better try if you're LG, because we are kicking off our grand finals. Let's get after it.
Here we go. Luminosity, your purple team. Alter Ego, your orange team. These are the grand finals here in North America. One of these two teams is going to punch their ticket to the Aeos Cup. And of course, that tournament, Doobsnacks, matters so much. The winner of that guarantees their spot at Worlds, and it happens in April. They got 4 months to just hang out and wait.
Yeah, it puts a rocket pack on the back of your team and shoots them to the moon, putting yourself in a great position for the World Champions to begin with. Joey playing very far forward. Zoinks pointed them out, and I agree. Coming out party here for Joey in the Machzl, as I like to call him.
Yeah, I call him the Machzl too. I'm cool as well. As we see that this Sylveon looking for the secure right here, they don't get it. They would have been able to evolve in that moment, and of course that is huge, as we talked about. That level 4 power spike on Sylveon is unbelievable. They do pick up the last hit right there. We're going to see what type of Sylveon we have been seeing. A lot of Screamion today, playing that hyper voice, and I would expect to see it again.
It's incredibly good, it's incredibly strong, and now that both of these spikes on level 4, they can actually go in and almost have an opportunity for engage. What they do is they wall up the other team. Here comes Overlord, and they're looking for bodies. They don't care about the Swablu and Altaria Squiggles. They want an Eevee and a Bulbasaur, and they're putting all the pressure on JL with that snap rotation, quick Astonish, and JL saves the day here.
And look at this here, Kraitos coming down to the bottom path here. Great stuff from Alter Ego. You talked about JL, you talked about how crazy they are on this Pokemon, and they stopped Luminosity in their tracks right there. That could have been horrible for Alter Ego.
Because of the rotation with Kraitos as well, they actually got most of the Swablu and Altaria in the middle. So while LG was trying to make a play for the bodies, they ended up stopping that push and getting the experience for themselves. Nice little eject headbutt tandem. Almost got themselves out. Couldn't quite get on top of the hyperspace hole. And now we're raining in a bunch of points.
Here we go. Jungle Book with full Icicle Spears right here onto JL. JL is in some trouble right now. Obviously, Jungle Book using this, Overlord using this as an opportunity to stack up that attack wave.
JL going to take their own portal home, and they're able to keep that goal zone standing for now. So incredibly important that the tier 1 goal zones stay up for Hoopa for those quick rotations.
Yeah, for Hoopa it's extremely important. In fact, you'll see a lot of teams break goals really aggressively against the team with the Hoopa, obviously, because they want to cut off their ability to move around the map. I remember when Hoopa was shown off for Pokemon Day 2 years ago at this point, just thinking, oh my goodness, what is this going to do to competitive play? It's so unbelievably powerful to be able to move your team around the battlefield like this.
Well, it shaped it in a very important way, as every team was playing a Hoopa in the World Championships last year. It was just so good. Caught in a mean look, Hyper Beam takes half that HP away. Joey goes for the follow-up, but it's Zugrug with the X-Scissor to get the space that they need so that Kyriaos can stand up a little bit longer.
We got that Solar Beam on the Venusaur. That's looking pretty good right now, Doobsnacks. The level 7 right there is huge. However, if you look across the map, Luminosity got the level 9 on Glaceon. That thing really comes online at 10 too, once it gets the max HP shred on its move there, and it's almost there. It's going to be such a force to deal with. Unite move moving in. They're looking to get really aggressive.
That Solar Beam just dealt so much damage that JL is able to clean up a KO here. Now they're going to pivot around. The Regice is going to be taken by Jungle Book, who was on such low HP, but JL couldn't pick up both KOs, so Jungle Book says, well, I'll take the Regice then.
And here we go. There is this level 10, just going to be able to rip apart some of these tanky Pokemon, the Blastoise, the Umbreon on the side of Alter Ego. Of course, you know, anyone who gets those Icicle Spears on him is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, without a doubt. Nice cover fire here with the Solar Beam, as Joey is desperately trying to stand back on pad, realizing that there are 2 people to contend with down there. Zugrug just peels off, and Overlord goes to be a menace somewhere else.
Yeah, Overlord's just trying to find another place to be a real mean person as he heads to this top path, seeing if he can punish Machzl. Machzl having to run away from this here with Blastoise. Almost level 9 on the Blastoise. They hung top to make sure that they could get a ton of experience and get powerful up here. Kraitos on level 9 as well. Here comes the Bliss assistance onto Overlord.
Able to rapid spin and get out of there is Machzl. Second Solaire is popped. Can they get the KO that they want out of Kraitos? No. JL is still there doing a little Phantom Force maneuvers to get back towards the goal zone, using Magician to pluck a berry, but we are way downtown on the Blastoise, and they get sorted out with a Solar Blade real quick.
Yeah, it was an extremely aggressive move from Blastoise. They didn't use their eject button, you know, for their Unite move. They used it to pursue there with that rapid spin water spout. But Jungle Book was a higher level and had a Unite move of their own to make sure that they could shield themselves. Pretty easy play there for Book.
Yeah, Overlord going straight after JL, going to try and space Kraitos out as well, as they've got an opportunity to secure. Nice attempt at avert and anger, but it's Slash that takes it with that boosted damage that they deal to Pokemon. Hyper Voice isn't hitting all the notes, but it is certainly hitting the right one from Machzl. That is a Hydro Typhoon for 0% value, maybe just the shield, and ints right into a KO. This is wild times out here in the Theus Scott Ruin Spraggles, as the Hyper Voice comes in, gets a KO, Overlord gets credit for 2, 4 players down, almost the whole team wipe, but the respawns are kicking up just in time, and Luminosity buzzing.
Yeah, Luminosity looking great here in this fight. Jungle Book able to put 40 points in that top path, 155 to 38, and as we talked about, that does cut off one opportunity for that Hoopa to make it to the top path right here. A little harder to use your tier 2 in the top path to rotate down, but not impossible. They still have that tier 1. Regirock now being chipped up by Alter Ego, and here comes Zugrug to try and stop him.
Putting a mean look, but now all the damage getting rained in on Zugrug. They're able to pivot back as Jungle Book is working on some wild Pokemon. Overlord jumps in, gets a huge KO with the Solar Beam on their Evolution counterpart. Caught in the mean look is the Sylveon. They use the wonderful escape tool that is their Unite move to prance right out of that Moonlight action. Solar Beam comes through, can't quite clutch it out. Overlord takes another one for the team, and now LG's looking to push KOs before they can reset, and LG's come alive. Jungle Book uses their Unite move, Psychic Solaire back kicks out too, but the damage is still raining in. Kyriaos on the bottom side with a Hyper Voice. Can they get back into the mix? They use Shedinja to Slasher on the front line. Kyriaos gets KO on the back line. And all of a sudden, LG says, man, we're back, baby.
Yeah, LG is definitely back. What an incredible fight for them. Blissey does go down, but if anyone's going to go down, let your support go down. Keep those valuable high-level carry Pokemon alive right here. And as you can see, level 13 Sylveon, level 13 Glaceon, and we still have a minute and a half basically until Rayquaza. This does not look good for Alter Ego. They need to get some experience quick, especially on that Venusaur.
Yeah, it's Slash trying to keep that hyperspace hole reset from happening. Joey times it well, jumps right back through, and looking to protect this goal zone. The tier 1 goal zone is pretty important for Alter Ego. It lets them move with the positioning of the Hoopa right into the Screamion as Joey taking tons of damage. Shedinja right on top of the hyperspace hole doesn't reset, but it's Overlord getting another KO on backline players. Rollin, I can't believe we haven't even mentioned their name. They've been a non-factor, Spraggles.
I mean, Overlord's doing a great job right there, but they did give a KO up the other way, obviously, so that was really nice for Alter Ego. Alter Ego, they have full Unite moves except for Espeon, and I'm sure they could charge that up pretty quick. They're dealing with the Regieleki in the top path, and they're getting ready here for Rayquaza that hits the map in 30 seconds. Level-wise, things look great for Luminosity. It's been really hard for Alter Ego to catch that Glaceon. If they can, they have a real shot to win this thing, but look at these levels. A level 14 Glaceon, level 14 Sylveon. Brutal.
You're going to need JL to make a phenomenal play here with that Rings Unbound Unite and get a multiple player stun so they can figure out their way to this backline.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how they want to engage in this fight. Obviously, Luminosity is up. They're up by over 100, which is an amazing place to be. See Alter Ego just kind of trying to decide what they want to do here. Jungle Book not really attacking Rayquaza, just building up those Icicle Spears so that they can use them on their opponents. The question is, how does Alter Ego want to play this? They know they're a little bit behind, but they have a couple big tools. Like you said, they've got those stuns. They've got a Venusaur Unite move with a Solar Beam. They could really make something work here. They're just going to have to decide how they want to engage. Pushing forward a little bit, pulling back now using the hyperspace hole to heal right here. Minute 30 on the clock as we see Machzl possibly deciding to move in for this fight as they end up dancing back.
Well, that's going to be, that puts them down by 1 point, Spraggles, and they might think they're in the lead right now. Rings are unbound for JL. They're pushing on Overlord. They isolated a target, but they can't collapse on them. I don't know if they know where they're at. That's a big 4-player stun, but nobody was there to follow up. Alter Ego, JL's making some plays, but we need to get more people into this action. Rollin peeling back, caught in the mean look is Zugrug. Nice Solar Beam. Hyper Voice isn't talking to anybody right now. Burden Anger back the other way. This is the fight they're going to kick off. They're moving around. Bliss Assistants get caught straight to a Shedinja. Jungle Book is unleashing all the Ice Fish, but kicks up a Hydro Typhoon. Machzl is on the chase. Jungle Book goes down. Joey's still scrapping up front. And Kyriaos is Hyper Voice, but is it going to be enough? Rock Tooth blocks them off from their portal, but JL catches the reset.
Beautiful stuff, and while this was happening, Luminosity managed to score 100 points, so they're now up 255 to 154, 30 seconds left on the clock. Alter Ego knows they're behind, they know they need to make a play. Sylveon in some trouble right here. Zugrug had a massive moment inside that fight, by the way. That X-Scissor that caught 3 might have been what saved that fight for Luminosity as they push forward right here. Alter Ego has very little time. They need to make some big plays. Only 10 seconds left on the clock. We've got the solar beams, but the X-Scissors are coming in to try to stop them. No one is able to score on this goal zone, and it looks like Luminosity is taking game number 1.
There's actually the Altaria that stopped Machzl from scoring 66, but I don't think it would have been enough. Overlord cleans it up with a KO streak of 3, and Alter Ego falls on the first game of the grand finals. LG keeps the train rolling.
Yeah, the question is this a run back of basically what happened in EU? Well, we're going to send it on over to Zoinks and Wonder Chef to break this whole thing down. Gentlemen, take it away. Give it up, have it wiped for a clean slate, and have to do it all over again. You want to win now.
Game 2 is underway. LG up 1. They're looking to reset this bracket right now. Win 2 more on the hop and call themselves the grand champions here of this tournament. Kraitos going to go to the middle, quickly trying to get this Glaceon online.
Yeah, that's right. Glaceon, the only Eevee that really needs level 6 to fully get online early, so they definitely want that central area if they can get it. Jungle Book in the central area with Dragonite. This is another Pokemon that really needs that extra experience. It's all right once it hits Dragonair, but it needs more. Overlord in a lot of trouble right here. Nice eject button. Eject button right back the other way. Machzl picking up a big-time KO early on the Meowscarada.
Yeah, and that's the strength of that Gibble that you were mentioning. It's not as much of a slouch as some of the other Pokemon that need to evolve twice to get to their final form here. Forcing out the Shedinjidal. Nice little look by Kraitos for fully charged on these spheres and immediately go away.
Yeah, we can see we're playing Icy Wind here, so a different look than all the other Glaceons that we're seeing. Still extremely competitive build. It's just a lot of people are choosing the easy button on Icicle Spear.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a decent look, right? Because you have the Garchomp for the rip, and then you have 2 secure mechanisms in Icy Wind and Snipe Shot, and I assume that's where Rollin's going to go. A quick KO on Overlord means that Kraitos keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, really nice stuff so far from Alter Ego. They're winning a lot of these fights here. We're not seeing a ton in this bottom path right here. Obviously, Rollin would love to secure a little bit more of these wild Pokemon KOs, but things are going really well for Alter Ego in the top path.
You hear that little... And that's Kraitos using their eject button to get out of dodge there, as Luminosity really thought they had dinner served to him on the plate. The Glaceon was not willing to get eaten up just then.
Can I hear that sound effect one more time? And one more. That's enough. All right. Thank you. It's really good.
Hey, you're welcome. Joey needs to hit this Trevenant. Zoinks pointed out specifically, Joey is great on this tree. Maybe the best in the region on tree. However, they need to be the tree to act like the tree. To, you know, be the tree.
I can't tell. Was that an eject button in the game, or was that you? I really can't tell. Luminosity here doing a little bit better than when this match started here, obviously. The Leafeon getting online. Both the Leafeon and the Dragonite really want their level 8 here for different reasons. Level 8 gives the Unite move over to the Leafeon. We get the Evolution finally for the Dragonite so they can get their Hyper Beam.
We got Joey going to lead this train conductor to try and lead the team to a win. Quickly secured by Kyriaos, and we're immediately throwing leaves all over the tree. And you'd think it'd be used to that, but it's like, ooh, icky no.
Yeah, you know, this tree is just such a diva right here in this bottom path. Book looking for their level 8 right now, not able to get it yet. Overlord now on level 7, so we've got some moves for the Meowscarada. They've got the Flower Trick right here. Really great at securing last hits on wild Pokemon and picking up big KOs on enemy players.
Yeah, despite Machzl getting a KO on Overlord early, Overlord is now in the lead in the experience race here, and Luminosity going straight towards this Regice. They want this bottom objective. Here comes Book. They're looking for a target here. They're dancing around, looking for an opportunity. That Hyper Beam is stunned down, but that's the good tree play, and somehow Book still gets it. That was Banana Lands to me.
Jungle Book secures things even when Jungle Book is stunned and can't secure things. The Hyper Beam was ready to go. Even though he was stunned out, it was able to secure it right there. Book putting 33 in this bottom path. Really nice score here for Luminosity, leaving the goal at 3 so they can get a big overcap here.
You have to be a little frustrated if you're Alter Ego. That was a great play by Joey to isolate down Book. It still didn't seem to matter. I mean, you want to talk about momentum, Luminosity has it in spades, and when things like that happen, you almost have to feel like, what else can I do right now?
Yeah, really great stuff from Alter Ego early, but you're right. Luminosity has the momentum right now, and they are pushing right here. Overlord using that clone to move in right here, and they actually just let that walk into this top path. Now they're deciding how they want to score this. Slash with a 17. You've got 40 for Overlord right here. They're just looking for a big overcap as Slash is going to continue scoring in this top path.
Yeah, we're going to wait till that thing ticks down, buy it as much time as possible. We're going to go 3, and then we're going to get the perfect 39-point overdunk, 196.51.
Perfect, because it's Machzl.
I get it.
It's a perfect overcap. It's a cap. You didn't get it.
Why don't I get things?
I just don't think you did.
Am I back on the list, dude?
You're on the list, man.
God, this is a nightmare. Hyper Beam coming through. Icy Wind's charged up, but I haven't really seen Kraitos, after that first KO they picked up, leverage that again. Nice snipe shot, picking up Slash from deep range, and now Rollin is starting to get rolling. It makes sense. Machzl on the chase with Slash. They've got an opportunity to close this gap and get a decent KO. Might let them off the hook, though.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get much done here. They do have a Unite move if they really decide to commit to this, but we have Jungle Book already, my gosh, level 12 here at 5 minutes. This is not looking good for Alter Ego. It's so weird because the beginning of the match, it felt like they really had something, but Luminosity has completely taken over.
I mean, like I said, Machzl got the first KO of the game on Overlord and has been completely dwarfed in experience ever since then. They're pulling the Registeel and they're letting JL box up front. They need to stun with these fists and make sure there's no true engagement. They're isolating Jungle Book. They know that's a crucial secure tool. Glaceon Unite pops out. The Icy Winds are charged up. They're going to go to the Regice. Snipe shot by Rollin seals it up. Hyper Beam moves mega late. Trevor Unite comes out, catches 2. They're looking for a pivot. Overlord peels back and it looks like they're going to take a deep breath. But no, Poach is Slash, Poach is Jungle Book, and they want more KOs. Now they're starting to rein it in. Spraggles, Alter Ego picking up some KOs for themselves.
What a beautiful Horn Leech into that Wood Hammer right there, grabbing 2, rolling. No, it looks like they accidentally extended a little too far. Kyriaos just cleans everything up right here, and he says, all right, enough of this. I'm just going to score here. We're going to get rid of this little area that we can fight in.
And now Joey comes back through the portal, unfortunately, is met with just a terrible welcome there. Beat down immediately.
Yeah, the big old slap from the Blissey there, taking him down. I'm not sure what they thought they were going to get out of that. Maybe wanted a quick score, but Blissey being there made it pretty hard.
Very hard indeed. Now they're looking to bully a little bit. LG is up in a big way. They're pivoting around. They're seeing where they can get an opportunity. If they can keep jumping on top of Kraitos to keep them from being an impact, they've got a real chance. As soon as I say that, we're seeing on the map, Machzl is all over the Glaceon.
Here we go. Nice big snipe shot onto the Machzl. Really good stuff right there. Rollin. Going to make sure that they have to peel back because of that. Jungle Book looking fantastic here on level 13. And I thought his level was impressive, but take a look at the Leafeon here, level 14 on the side of Luminosity.
You almost have to wonder, what does Alter Ego have to do? They've made some great plays this game. They've got some KO streaks. Rollin's online. They've taken objectives, and they still feel miles behind.
I feel like Luminosity knows when to push their advantages. They're so extremely good at that. And at the same time, they're great at Stardew Valley. They are just farming up all the time, making sure they're big and powerful. That's a level 15 Leafeon with 30 seconds here before Rayquaza. It's just going to be a force.
Yeah, now all zugrug has to do is be Kyriaos' bodyguard like Kevin Costner. Make sure nobody's getting to Whitney Houston.
That's right. Regice getting ready to go down. Big Wood Hammer, big Horn Leech, catches 3. They're going to continue this push. We have the Garchomp coming down here. The Snipe Shot misses everything. And huge move there from the Glaceon Icy Wind.
Icy Wind, again, as I mentioned, is another secure tool. And they're able to lock that up for the team. That at least gives them some amount of experience. And we're going to see how LG is going to approach this thing.
Jungle Book right now could use Rayquaza to kind of charge up that Dragon Dance here for Dragonite. Obviously, they want to know exactly where Rollin is. It's a level 13 Inteleon. If those snipe shots hit, it could be a real big deal here. Nice play there by Overlord, just seeing what they could get done on that Garchomp, seeing if they could really get that Garchomp to overcommit to something.
Now Rollin pushes very far forward. Joey nowhere in sight. I'd like to think they'd want to tuck behind the tree. Barely dodges the Solar Blade as Kyriaos is trying to suss out where the tree is actually hiding. But Machzl is sitting on top of this Rayquaza, and they're spacing Overlord out pretty well.
This is a nice situation for Luminosity. Obviously, Alter Ego needs to make a big play. Zug in a little bit of trouble right here. Rollin pushing forward. Here we go. We have the Unite moves going in. Here comes Garchomp.
Garchomp is going straight for zugrug. They try to nab the shields back. Not a lot of damage. Rained in. Shedinjal out on Slash. JL pops their Unite move. They're trying to stun. Nice tree push. First player down for LG. They're looking to pivot. That's level 15 Kyriaos. They're looking to flip the script. Overlord is getting in. The beam comes through. Overlord gets KO streak of 2 back the other way. But Machzl still pretty topped off on HP. Has an awesome engagement if they want it. They're looking for Overlord. They're trying to deal all the damage they can. They can't quite suss it out as the body double here. And on the backside, pop Rollin! Rollin gets it done for Alter Ego, but they still need to score Fraggles. They need to score a lot.
That was from another county. I had no idea that snipe shot was coming. What an insane play there from Rollin. Alter Ego needs to score right now. Slash trying to stop something right here. Here comes the 50. There you go. That puts them at 251, 402. They need to make something happen. 22 seconds left on the clock. There's Aeos energy that they can find, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make another score. Garchomp getting caught right here. It only has 11 points.
And they're going to need way more than that. They're looking for a split push. There's under 10 seconds left. LG looking in a position to hold on. Slash use their Shedinjal right come through as Kyriaos, and they're going to be able to stop this thing. A couple points going. Oh, Hundo Banger goes in. The Inteleon still had the shield.
The Inteleon had the shield, but I still don't think it's enough for Alter Ego. They were so far behind. We're going to have to see the score line, but I think Luminosity might have taken that game as well. 351 to 402. Luminosity is resetting this bracket.
What a showdown, what a close game, what a clutch by Rollin. Unfortunately, they fall just shy. You said it's a hallmark of a great team when you lose right and still win the game. LG is truly a great team. Number 6 in the world. Let's have the desk talk us through it. Take it away.
Thank you so much. I want to remind everyone that
those were games to give, and they still have a great mental state. Because if they're in trouble like Yalabingo was, this is not going to go well.
Well, I think we can easily say, going into the Grand Finals bracket reset, that Alter Ego has been playing a little bit closer games than Yalabingo, and for free.
Yeah, here we go. Kraitos in that central area with the 3-headed bird. Will it have 3 hats? The question is, do we root for this Pokemon and this player, or do we shut them?
Well, we're about to find out if Kraitos gets added to the list here in a few moments once they hit level 5 and evolve. Overlord getting the beat down a little bit, plucking the opposing berry, and actually nice little rocks dropping from the skies to try and leverage this KO. JL wants it, JL gets it. Nice pick.
Jeez, that was a great play right there. I mean, I thought Overlord might be able to find a way out of that, but just extremely aggressive stuff right there.
Yeah, that's what Zoinks was saying. I mean, the Dwooble has such a good early kit that sometimes you're like, maybe it's okay that I haven't hit level 4 yet, because I can still make some moves out here.
Here we are, stop at. There is that tri-attack, looking to pick up the KO on Slash. You got a Shedinjal, but I don't think that's going to do it, buddy. As soon as you come back, you are going down. Even though I think his plays with that Shedinjal have been really good here. We see the birds are now here. Big time Rock Tube looking for Overlord right here. Overlord's looking to get some experience. Jungle Book heading back to the central area. Again, Glaceon is kind of mid-Sion until level 6. I was trying to put mid in there somewhere. I don't think it worked.
I think you got there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you tried.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. The punch was a little early on the Swellballoon Alteri, which actually let Kraitos get all of that experience. And now they're finding themselves in the opposing central. JL trying to help out Kraitos. Kraitos says, I don't need help. I'm like a roadrunner. I'm trying to get away. No. Nope. Machzl was like, no, you got it, right?
Yeah, I think it might have been the Coyote running right into the brick wall that was Overlord right there. But Machzl here now having to run a bit from Overlord, see if we can get a little payback for what happened earlier, or at least a score. 29 would be huge, and of course Lucario needs to stack up.
Yeah, now they're rock tombing Overlord in, but I don't think that's really a cage they want to jump in either, as Machzl can really take a lot of punishment from Overlord's Lucario.
Here we go, Jungle Book trying to clear this up for the side of Luminosity, secure those wild Pokemon. Kratos in the central area here on Dodrio. You can see they're going to be in some trouble. Sword Power Espeon is a really frustrating build for Dodrio to play against.
Yeah, and they picked it into the Espeon knowing that LG was already going in that direction. So I'm thinking that Kraitos at least has some sort of strategy to plan, but right now they're caught in a mean look. Jungle Book is there, all the Icicle Spears are raining in on Kraitos. They are so low HP. Kyriaos now trying to lock up Kraitos, but no, they get to the double berries, they pivot back, and they'll take the tree as a consolation prize.
Here we go, JL coming down to the bottom path, bringing the team down. We've got Rollin on the Leafeon heading down here. Only level 7 right now, needs that level 8 for a Unite move. The only Unite move on the board, though, is on the side of Luminosity with Glaceon.
Yeah, the fact that the Evolutions also get their Unite move at level 8 is incredibly strong as well. Forcing out another Shedinjal approach. Kraitos would have loved that KO, but it actually goes to Rollin here, who's on the Leafeon, playing a little bit closer range this game from the Venusaur and Inteleon we saw in games past.
Here we have this Secure looking for it up in the top path. We've got a power-up punch. We have a lot, but they decide not to go in for it right here. Alter Ego able to pick that one up.
Yeah, without too much trouble either, and when you're picking up a Leafeon, you hope that's exactly what goes on. There's two defenders on the side of Alter Ego, and they need to find a way to get them to the front line so that Rollin can get some KOs and not get KO'd themselves. As I say that, nice KO on Overlord.
Yeah, they pick up a nice KO there. 3 members of Luminosity defending right here. They're throwing in the Rock Tomb, but they might have to actually peel away from this fight, and it looks like that is what they're doing. Both Speedsters, Dodrio and Leafeon, heading down to the bottom path right now, and we can see Dodrio does have 3 separate hats. I'm sorry I didn't catch that earlier, everyone. I apologize.
Now zugrug trying to make it back to the pad, but it is broken right underneath their feet. The engagement is there. Nice little push by Joey, gets the KO on the defender counterpart on the other side. Now, however, they're stuck between Overlord, Jungle Book, and Kyriaos, and they quickly get dispatched.
Wow, interesting to see Future Sight here on the Espeon. I understand the thought process behind it. I still think Psybeam is just too dang good to let go, but we're going to have to see what happens. We also have Overlord on what I think most people would consider a pretty unconventional way to play power-up.
Yeah, like just trying to get some level of secure within the team, right? You got some decent shred and Glaceon. You need a secure tool, and that's what Overlord's going to be responsible for here in the later stages of the game. Pop as the Shedinjal from Slash, but they're still taking in a ton of damage, forcing out the Dodrio Unite, and that is pretty low for the KO. I was going to say, no way they let Slash off the hook. Overlord look for the backline engage. Kraitos able to make it out. However, we keep pushing on Rollin because Rollin finds themselves in the deep waters, and they're a grass-type Pokemon. They don't like being there, Spraggles.
Yeah, here we go, having to run away from that engagement. Almost getting picked up by Overlord, the Lucario right there, as Dodrio is going to be heading up the top path right now. We have the Umbreon there for the side of Luminosity. That's Zugrug, a new addition to the crew. One of the best defender players in North America, possibly the world, at least top 6.
At least top 6. I will say Alter Ego very quietly up by 100.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that just happened in an instant, and you're like, wow, is that... They're putting in a lot of work across this map. JL pops his Unite move, there's a Rock Tomb trap, Slash can't get to it, and their counterpart. Nice Horn Leech by Joey, but they're caught on the backside. Listens in the middle, Trevor Unite back the other way. Rollin's looking for a target. They might have been a little early. No, they get 2. Joey with the tree, leveraging everything under the sun that they can. Call this the Canopy Comp, because that tree's on top.
Big time stuff here from Alter Ego. They're looking to take down this Regieleki and extend their lead. Rolling a little bit of trouble right here, picked up by Kyriaos.
Zugrug right in the Rock Tomb, get X-Scissor down with a little bit of help with Joey, of course. Joey, great fight by them.
Nice stuff here from Luminosity, just ripping that Regieleki to shreds. Dodrio in the central area of Luminosity right now as this Regieleki push is continuing. We've got the Icicle Spears pushing towards Joey, going down right here thanks to the Espeon, and here comes Overlord looking to make something happen with a big power-up punch. That
Glaceon shred is insane, dude. Like, they are locking into a target, and then Kyriaos can clean up the trash very easily. Kraitos try to jump in the mix, Psychic Solaire buckles them, folds them like laundry. Holy smokes, KO Shika 2 all over the map for LG, and now they're going to shatter themselves a goal zone, and all of a sudden that really cool lead I was just talking about, it's gone.
That's right, 193 to 164. Luminosity is back in control of this match, and if you take a look at the levels, they're doing really well. Level 13 Glaceon, level 12 on the Lucario. We don't have anyone level 12 on the side of Alter Ego. They need to get these speedsters online. When a speedster is under-leveled, it's a sad thing.
Yeah, very much so, and Alter Ego is trying to find their way into the game. These objectives are just getting torn up before they can even show up, and even when they are taking convincing team wins, they're still not getting the objective. That one's secured by Overlord.
Nice secure there from Luminosity, and it is what we talked about with Power Up Punch. You've got a great secure tool, and of course you have Glaceon, one of the best, of Pokemon for ripping through these objectives and enemy Pokemon in the game. Set them up, knock them down on the side of Luminosity right here. We're going to see if this 3-headed bird can make more happen for the side of Alter Ego. It's had some nice plays, some nice moments, and of course, it's a great Pokemon for running to the enemy tier 2 and scoring some points here under the 2-minute mark. We're going to have to see if that's what they want to do, because this match is extremely close score-wise.
It is. Now we're getting some early positioning. Is Alter Ego, Machzl going to be throwing in some Rock Tombs? They got the double defender, but all of a sudden JL's caught. They're absolutely eviscerated. They can't make it back to their portal, and they are buckled. We will not have the rings unbound unite for this final team fight here in this game. Joey's caught out. They're caught in the mean look, tons of damage. Trevor's Unite is back the other way. Aura Cannon right through them, but it's a Glaceon with the shred and rip and Jungle Book that gets credit for that. But Machzl is so low. They're getting boxed up, boxed out. Now it's all on Kraitos. Kraitos looking for the pivot. Can Rollin get in here? Rollin is stacking Solaire, deals so much damage, and they are gone. The Espeon sorting out the three-headed bird, eating them up like chicken. JL is back, popping the rings unbound. They're looking for some stuns. Joey's back as well. They roll through the portal. Rayquaza's so low. They're trying to eyes this thing down. Is somebody going to make a hero play? No! Luminosity clutches it out.
Huge secure there by Luminosity. This is exactly what we talked about. They're able to rip down an objective in the face of Alter Ego as they continued coming into this fight, getting KO after KO after KO, and then boom, able to get the big secure with the power up punch. Nice stuff from Luminosity as they are going to take game number 1 here against Alter Ego. You know, I have to say, Dupesex, it's kind of funny in some ways seeing Luminosity pick so many point-and-click Pokemon. So many Pokemon like Espeon with stored power, Glaceon with Icicle Spirit, Mean Look Umbreon. I think with players of this high of a skill level, I feel like they might say something about players who played Eevees and stuff like that, but who knows?
I don't. I'm sure there's nothing out there that would say otherwise right now. However, if you're LG, you're going back to the basics, and the argument that can be made is Alter Ego can pick those Pokemon too.
Oh yeah, of course they can. And look, these picks are huge for them. These have been massive picks for Luminosity. The Eevees are so good right now, especially early, but the crazy thing about them is unlike a Pokemon like Tyranitar, not good early, but gets good late, these are good throughout the entire match.
Yeah, as long as you stay at parity or ahead in any sort of fashion, you're in great shape.
Absolutely, as the clock is counting down right here, Luminosity gonna take game number 1 against Alter Ego. And you gotta feel like Alter Ego is maybe mentally done right here. They are just getting beat time and time again by the world champs.
I know we keep saying, hey, how do we solve this mystery? How do you stop these evolutions, these early spiking comps? But there are plenty of other Pokemon that Alter Ego could take to battle on that front, and they're electing not to. Let's throw it to the desk to see if they have the answers to this mystery. Zoink, Chef, take it away.
Two, yes, this composition from Luminosity.
Different here than that Greedent did as we head into game number 2.
Game number 2 is underway. Luminosity on match point. They take this one. They take down the whole darn thing. However, on the other side is Alter Ego and Machamp.
Here we go. And there's a possibility here that Luminosity will do the exact same thing that happened in EU with For Free and Yala Bingo. And that's just a crazy coincidence that we have 2 bracket resets back-to-back here for our broadcast.
Yeah, quickly hitting the path as a Glaceon is Alter Ego, and they want to put the screws to Overlord right now. Tons of damage being rained in. JL playing incredibly far forward. Nice KO. Nobody going down on the side of Alter Ego is great. K-opener, Alter Ego.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Jungle Book here now is level 4. Looks like they did split some of that central area up. Kyriaos level 4 as well, heading down to this bottom path, and I think the developers would be very happy to see all of these Eevees in tournament play. I think they wanted this for sure.
Well, level 4 Power Spike and the level 8 Unite move will do that. 2 more Eevees hit the map, hit their evolutions, I should say, as now Sylveon and Umbreon are online.
Here we go, the birds up here in this top path. Here comes the Machamp jumping on in there, seeing if they can secure any of that. A decent amount of it heading over to the side of Luminosity / Evolves.
Yeah, JL also hitting the Blissey. Great look here. Kraitos is looking for a quick reset. They're level 5. Nope, they're going to decide to pivot to the middle.
Level 5 on Machamp is a really strong early power spike. It really does give you some incredible engage, incredible secure. Down here in the bottom path, however, it looks like they are stacking up. Overlord actually using the full heal to get out of that mean look. Perfect timing.
Pivoting down to the bottom path to try and get some sort of value on this map because, to their credit, Machzl level 6 and doing pretty good in the top path alongside JL.
I'm curious, Dupesex, can you do the full heal sound?
No.
Oh.
It's not in my arsenal.
I didn't know. I was hoping you could.
Yeah, we all have hopes and dreams, Spriggles. I wish I could do that too. Quickly dispatched as Joey. Rock Tomb is out. Kraitos decides they want to brawl up front. Zugrug is low, but JL kind of just running in there and said, I can do this. I can't do this. Just pivoting back and immediately getting out of there.
I mean, all of these EVs are very, very low on HP, but Slash is there with the Moonlight, and they're healing them up very quick right here. Jungle Book heading back to that central area here. A lot of damage coming out from those Icicle Spears as all of these EVs are scrambling to hit their level 8.
One of the things that's the most gutting playing Glaceon is when you have all your Icicle Spears charged up, you throw them into a target, they step back on pad, and it's like you just did nothing. It's like, man, I just built all those up to do no value. Here we go. We're moving back through. Jail scrambles back, 3-player push by Luminosity. They want to attack this goal zone. They're doing a pretty good job. Jungle Book on the backside, follow me, says Slash, to get into the hands of Jungle Book to get a little Moonlight healing action going on.
Here we go, Overlord in this top path, just crushing it, getting all the secures they possibly can. They're chasing out Zugrug right here, seeing if they can get anything done with these Icicle Spears. But before level 10, it's going to be hard to chunk down a Pokemon like Machzl there. Reg Ice at about half right now, and we're going to see which side wants to try to secure this. They've got pretty great secure on the side of Luminosity right here.
Nice box out by the Rock Tomb as Kraitos dials into the Reg Ice, tries to make some happen, but Zugrug steps up, takes all of those to the grill. Joey gets quickly KO'd by a Solar Blade. Zugrug still getting shelled with these Icicle Spears, but it doesn't necessarily seem to matter. Rock Tomb comes out, boxes out, and they get a goal zone closed out.
Here we go. Kyriaos in a little bit of trouble right there, but coming right back in, picking it up with the Solar Blade. Dangerous plays here as Rollin is looking for a KO right now, not able to make it happen. Kyriaos able to pick up that berry and get out of there.
Yep, now JL scrapping out with the other pink blob across the way as they're smacking each other up right now. Slash going to pivot back to Overlord, and JL's like, can I get some help up here, please?
Yeah, and here comes Overlord into this top path, just looking to secure some of this wild Pokemon experience. And we do have a Machamp online, so we're going to have to see how this Unite move goes for Machamp. It could be a game-changing Unite if it can hit enough members of Luminosity at once.
Preferably all of them right now. Rock Tomb is out. Machzl goes straight for it. Pushes this directly in the middle. Slash is looking to pivot. It's going straight on top of Machzl. Machzl pivots back, takes out Overlord. 2 players down all of a sudden. The Machzl feeling the 4 arms, each set getting a KO as now this Regieleki is swimming into the face of Luminosity.
Big stuff here for Alter Ego, and I think they are feeling this Machamp pick. It does go down here as Kyriaos makes their way to this top path and cleans up this fight. It felt like Alter Ego had that for sure, but all of a sudden the Leafeon arrives and it's over.
Yeah, call an ambulance, but not for me. Really just materialized in front of our eyes right there, Sprites.
Absolutely, and it seems to happen a lot with Luminosity. They are so good at counter-punching. They're so good at countering what their enemies are trying to do. The second you feel like you have an advantage against Luminosity, a few more players of the team show up and they prove you wrong.
Unfortunately, just these Icicle Spears always seem to be 1 or 2 spears worth of damage shy of getting knockouts. If Kraitos was a little bit higher level and competing, you know, outpacing the LG team, they would be locking up KOs and starting to take over this game like we've seen Jungle Book do time and time again.
Of course, this is why you want so much experience for your, valuable carry Pokemon so they actually can close out some of these big KOs. Zugrug's inside of a mean look using a Rubble Rouser. It's all completely stolen by the Unite move from the Umbreon.
Nice play by Joey. Now they're looking and pivoting. Registeel has been leashed out, stored power on top of Joey. Slash is going to the front line. Looks like they might have to hit a couple follow me type action as Slash eats every single one of those spears. But that lets Zugrug get some spacing, and Joey and Machzl are hiding out. We're going to see if we can rip a nice Machzl Unite move here. They're lining up. They pop the Unite move. They're lining up their target. They're going to go for Book. Put them against the wall. Eject out. Cross chop gets the KO. Registeel goes down. Alter Ego takes it. Carries Trigger 2 for the Machzler.
Incredible stuff here from Alter Ego, and this comfort pick of the Machamp is looking incredible. They could have a huge overcap right here. 50 going in this bottom goal, 165 to 198, and they still have that tier 1 goal zone up in the top path. Alter Ego is in this game.
They are in this game, and looking across the way, the levels are starting to slide in the hands of Alter Ego as well. So great look, great push, solid engagement, making it happen.
Yeah, Machamp, they're making the plays. Beautiful eject button to take down the Espeon in that fight. Jungle Book went down. Kyriaos now up here in this top path as they get ready to take down this Regieleki. No one from Alter Ego is going to do anything about this. They are just looking for all the experience they can get on the map.
Yeah, they actually put Luminosity in a position to kind of rip this thing off, so they're going to have plenty of time to catch it, get it off the map, and then focus on this Ray fight.
Yeah, and of course, there could be a moment where Luminosity decides not to rip this really fast, not send it to their goal until they're ready. Jail kind of caught here in this central area. They're just going to have this taken down, and then they're going to get ready for a big Rayquaza fight.
Yeah, JL able to reset, though. zugrug couldn't quite suss out where they were hiding, and they make it back to base. So, ultimately, this scoreline is very close, Regals. This is the closest game I feel like we've had between these two teams, and it's truly off the back of this Machamp.
Yeah, the World Machamp difference right here is looking pretty great for Alter Ego as they're getting ready to head towards this Tier 1 possibly, or just looking for a big Ray fight. If they can connect another Machamp Unite, which they've done, 2 big ones right here, they could win this game, and they're right back in this thing. Luminosity wouldn't be your grand champions.
I can't imagine what Machzl picking Machamp and having a game like this can do to their mental if they were to win.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it could change it entirely right here. Joey getting some aggressive positioning right here for Alter Ego. They're starting to get Rayquaza ready, but at the same time just charging up those Icicle Spears. We see the Leafeon in the top path. They could peel off and score if they want, or they could set up for a fight. It looks like they're actually pushing in right here. Dangerous moment here for both Luminosity and Alter Ego.
Slash able to catch a lot of those Icicle Spears, so zugrug doesn't go down, but now Slash is super low on HP. Uses Follow Me, picks up a little bit of a shield, no Moonlight used yet. Kyriaos is pivoting down to see if they get a target, but it really looks like Alter Ego is putting some damage on this Rayquaza. Machzl goes in, jumps right back through. Rayquaza's at half. They're looking for an opportunity. The Rock Tomb is out. Nobody gets caught by the Kyriaos Solid Blade. Here we go. Kraitos Unite back the other way. They're going to rip this thing. It's right in the middle. The Machzl throws all the fists right in the face of that green dragon. They lock that thing down. Alter Ego, you know what time it is. It's burger time, my friend. And with first one's going in now.
Here we go. The points are raining in, but Luminosity is trying to counter score. Not able to make it happen in the bottom path. Blissey stopping it right there. 474 to 198, but there is still time on the clock, and Luminosity has a lot of Aeos energy in their pockets. They're going to need to make a huge push. They have to break a Tier 2, and they have to score in their main goal zone. It's the only way they can come back from this at this point. They have a lot of Aeos energy. They got 50 on Leafeon, 50 on Espeon, so there's a possibility right here. Maybe if they could get a small dunk first from zugrug and Slash, they can make something more happen, but this match is spiraling out of control for them.
They're sending JL on a scoring mission as well, because now they're going to sit in this goal zone and see if they can make a defensive stand. Of course, they're watching up to, nice series of knockouts there, as this goal zone stand is looking very, very good for Alter Ego. And I must say, Luminosity slipped through their fingers now. We're moving to a game 3 as the whole team is white.
Here we go. They took away the Glaceon. They banned out the Meowscarada, and then they brought out the comfort pick, the Machamp. And I'm going to tell you, Machamp looked good.
It looked really good. I'm very excited that we were proven wrong immediately.
Always.
Because that was a fun game to watch. Break it down a little further, the beacon was set ablaze, and it was viewed and ingested by Machzl, bringing the Machamp. Desk, I want to hear you talk about it.
Speaking of breaking it down, how
We'll be fine.
Yeah, Luminosity will be fine. They are the 2-time world champions, but right now it's about this 10 minutes right ahead of them. This 10 minutes is going to decide who punches their ticket, as you mentioned, to London and compete for the Aeos Cup and trap first prize of a guaranteed world spot.
Here we go. We have a lot of help here in this central area. You know, one tough thing about Urshifu is it's just so slow early on, getting their levels early. Overlord right now looking to get their Leafeon very, very fast in 2 big stacks right away.
Yeah, and the pressure that they're able to put by just having one person in each path is already bearing fruit here. Luminosity Overlord level 4. zugrug lagging a little bit far behind, but the evolutions haven't ticked over quite yet on Alter Ego's side.
Here we go. Machzl looking pretty good here at level 4. Looks like Kyriaos able to secure a little bit more in this top path as the Venusaur right now. They're looking for that level 5. Ooh, Rollin accidentally taking a little bit of that Solar Blade right here as we have Dragonite in this bottom path. A Dragonair right now.
Yeah, the good thing about the single strike Urshifu as well, it does have some pretty decent mobility with Throat Chop, so trying to get out of the way of those particular Solar Blades so that it can get on top of Overlord with this Wicked Blow, charging it up, throwing it through, getting the Big Bird, I believe, but it's immediately in a mean look, and they're destroying Kraitos. They know what the situation is, they know what the prime target is, and it's that Urshifu.
Yeah, this mean look Solar Blade is just absolutely brutal right here. Overlord scoring at will, another big Solar Blade, that's 3. Gonna continue to stack up in this moment, gonna be fully stacked right at the start of our match right here, and you know, you can't even chase him, you're in a mean look.
Yeah, Zugrug's there like, not today.
No, stop.
And then Overlord just walks away.
You stop.
You stop it.
Here we go, Kyriaos in the top path, level 5 right now, so is Machzl. Obviously, this is just a battle of seeing who can get the bigger secures here. We got the boosted attacks from Venusaur trying to pick it up right there. We got the karate chop from Machamp. Overlord coming back in. It's a level 4 against this level 7 right now. The tree almost getting chopped down by the blade.
I mean, Overlord has literally just been in the bottom path the whole time and is outpacing Kraitos, who took a central rotation. Not a great look, Chief. Finally knocking a KO is the Machzl on Blissey, but that's not really a prime target.
Here we go, Rollin heading up to the top path here. 4 members of Alter Ego making their way to this top path right now, and this could be tough for Kyriaos to deal with. He might not know that this is happening right now. Big Wicked Blow getting charged up right here, hitting Jungle Book as they're pushing in for this fight, and there comes the Hyper Voice, and they pick up 1 KO.
Quality KO there, and one that they needed. Now there's 4 players up there ready to go. It's a 4v2, but Jungle Book and Slash aren't playing afraid. Why? Because Overlord just showed up with a 2-step. It takes 2 to tango, and that's a nightmare dance-based scenario for Alter Ego right there. They're looking for the push. Everybody's half HP. Overlord is in the business right now. They are dialed in, my friend. Kraitos is trying to do everything they can to stop it. Slash uses the Shedinja doll after topping off Overlord with some egg health, and now Slash is still standing. Machzl can't even find purchase on Overlord, the target that they've actually won.
Yeah, they are able to get a consolation KO on the Blissey right there. Overlord just dancing around this fight, hitting the Solar Blades. Even though there were 3, they really can't push an Overlord right there as he's level 9. Regice getting very, very low right here. Jungle Book ready for a big secure. Here comes the Hyper Beam, and they do get it.
Despite Joey again making a great play on Jungle Book, it's still secured. Joey repositioning Zugrug, but Kraitos not willing to scrap with that particular Pokemon. Throat chop in, a little late, dodged, and quickly Alter Ego has to go back to their side of the map.
You know, I've said this before, Noob Snacks, I hope they buff Mean Look. It just doesn't do enough inside some of these games.
Yeah, I'm sure that's an argument that somebody on the planet is making. You, apparently right now, happen to be one of them.
It just really isn't enough, as we're going to look at some points here in the top path. It's going to be really, really nice for Luminosity. Huge overcap possibility right here. They're just going to make sure that they pick up any experience they can before it is time to score those points. Kyriaos obviously waiting right here. Alter Ego kind of knows it's happened. What are they going to do about it? That goal zone is defenseless.
Yeah, Pedal Dance Giga Drain is definitely Kyriaos' comfort zone, and I'm glad to see them on that because it just doesn't hit the same, quite literally, when they're playing the Solar Beam version of Venusaur.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're incredible on this Pokemon. You know, something interesting about Luminosity is they actually have some picks that I think a lot of people would consider somewhat off-meta choices that a lot of people aren't on exactly, but they play so well with them. They make anything work.
Quickly trying to take a wild Pokemon as Joey using the Horn Leech. Overlord Solar Blade might have still taken that despite that effort, as now everybody is just trying to scale up on Alter Ego, but they're getting outplaced by LG again.
Yeah, the level lead does not look good right here for Alter Ego. They're going to need to make some big plays. They do have the Urshifu Unite move using an eject button, trying to get away, but Venusaur picks up the KO right there. Alter Ego going to have to run away from this fight. We've got the Machamp Unite. We've got the Urshifu Unite. We have Unite moves on for every single Pokemon except for the tree, and the tree just ticked over to 9.
Yeah, JL is getting sought out quickly, uses Follow Me, tries to dodge the Hyper Beam, but it's lined up, and they are knocked out. Nice little Horn Leash to try and get Slash. No, nice Blissey back the other way. KO Shrink 2 for Overlord. They are still standing with a big shield. Solar Blade is there, but Kraitos goes, Machzl goes in, hits their Unite move, gets a KO. Kyriaos is on the chase. They want Machzl. Nice cross chop to get out of there, and wow, we're seeing Machzl step up and make a play for the squad.
Huge play for Machzl. That was a massive KO. It's a level 12 Leafeon. You get so much catch-up experience from something like that. When you KO a higher level Pokemon, you get so much more than if you KO a lower level Pokemon. Zugrug right now using its Unite move, trying to stop them right here as Jungle Book is having to run from this engagement, and they are not able to take Book down.
I can't believe this Regirock is still on the map. Clutched out with a nice Wicked Blow out of Kraitos. They're looking to pivot, use these shields. Verdant Anger is out, Hyper Beam is out as well. Zugrug is very low, but it's 2 players down on Alter Ego. Machzl is up top trying to get get some stacks in.
Yeah, Machzl needs to power themselves up. Obviously, they have a great delete button in that Unite move. They just used it against Overlord, and they're going to want to use it in some of these big fights. Really nice score here. Look at the score line here, 235 to 73. Luminosity has been on top of their overdunks in this match.
Rollin getting up front, getting a 40-point score in for themselves. Poor JL just getting KO'd by Overlord again and again.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot you can do in this moment. They'll give up some KOs on Blissey, right? But, you know, it's not a huge difference maker. You're looking for those big, juicy, high-level KOs. They want to get that Leafeon. They want to pick up Venusaur. They want to pick up Dragonite.
Now, they are a little bit behind in experience is Alter Ego, and they're going to have to get caught up and get caught up quickly. If I'm Machzl, I'm just saying, give me level 13 and let me ball out a little bit. LG, on the other hand, they've got some objectives they can focus on if they want to.
We do have the level 13 on Machamp, so now it is going to start stacking up its cross-chop passive. Once it hits 13, the plus version of this move gives it a ton of extra attack. All it needs to do is hit basic attacks on wild Pokemon or enemy Pokemon, and it stacks up a huge amount of attack. Hopefully for Alter Ego, enough attack so that their next Unite move is a game-changing Unite move. Because in about 30 seconds, we have Rayquaza. Dragonite taken to the skies right now as Alter Ego scoring here in the bottom path. This game getting a lot closer, but take a look at LG in the top path. They're 335 now to 207.
They close that goal zone out, that tier 2 goal zone, so that is going way downtown as the Regieleki. That means Zugrug is going to be able to get some position, actually force out Machzl as Joey is trying to get vision, but is pretty well sussed out themselves.
This situation is not good for Alter Ego, obviously. They are behind. They're behind in a big way. They're going to need to win a big fight right here. Even if they peel off and score 100 points, they are not in this game. Nice mean look onto the Trevenant. Not much is going to happen from it. Mean look is incredibly mean, and if it catches a certain player on the other side, that could be the end for Alter Ego. Here we have the last Rayquaza of your grand finals. You will know your champion in less than 2 minutes.
We are watching. Rayquaza is getting chipped in. Rollin is just seeing if everybody wants to step in to dance with them as the Sylveon is hyper-voicing right there. Kyriaos is looking for a target. In the back line is Joey. Joey goes onto the Shedinja all right, slash back in the middle. Trevor Unite kicks up. We follow up. Nice. Machamp Unite right in the middle. 4 players down for LG. Alter Ego might have just done this thing in the back of a Machamp. They're throwing all their fists, everything in the middle. It's just Zugrug moving in to try and make a player play. On their third life is LG. That is about to evaporate right now. Oh, Ego seals Rayquaza, and they're about to eat a plate full of Hundo Burger.
They are running to score right now, and Luminosity needs to try to stop them, but 3 of them are still on cooldown timers. Here we go. Big score in the top path. Huge overcap, 523 to 335. This game is not over, but they have shields, they have points, they can make sneaky plays. Alter Ego right now is getting ready to punch their ticket to the Aeos Cup. We have Rollin actually possibly heading home. Maybe not. Maybe looking to make a sneaky play. I would want to score those 100 points just to put us even further ahead of Luminosity right now. But obviously, Luminosity is looking to make a big push. We've got JL with 42. We've got 50 coming in from the Sylveon. And here comes the push from Luminosity in the bottom path.
Yeah, they're getting 142 points and 707 to 335. Kraitos needs to get in the mix. They're sieging all over this goal zone. They actually don't need to get KO'd on this goal zone. They can just defend the home pad, but they say they want to scrap it out here. We've got 10 seconds left, and we want the bodies. LG getting pushed out. They're getting bullied now. Overlord, who? Overlord, us, baby. Turning the Jon Snow Kings of this into John Doe's. Alter Ego seals it up.
Look at Alter Ego right here. 1 KO for each arm on the Machamp with a massive quadra as Luminosity makes their way all the way through the losers bracket, climbs up to the grand finals, hits the reset, but they're not able to finish it out. Alter Ego were able to win when it counted, and they are your grand finals champions here in North America.
All off the back of Machamp. Doubters into believers certainly got